90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Jasmine learns that Gino has been lying to her and Natalie. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The world of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, thrives on explosive revelations, tearful confrontations, and the fragile line between trust and betrayal. In the newest season, fans are once again taken on an emotional roller coaster as one of the franchise's most unforgettable couples, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo, face their most serious test yet. This time, the drama does not come from cultural differences, financial disputes, or family disapproval. Instead, it erupts when Jasmine learns that Gino has been hiding something shocking, not only from her but also from another familiar face in the franchise, Natalie Mordovtseva. What began as a storyline about reconciliation and rebuilding trust has now evolved into a tangled web of secrets and lies. Fans who have followed Jasmine and Gino's fiery relationship know that their love is both passionate and volatile. Yet even by their standards, this betrayal cuts deeply. The revelation that Gino may have been less than honest with both Jasmine and Natalie has left viewers questioning his true motives and whether this relationship can survive another scandal. This article dives deep into the full story, unpacking how the lies unfolded, Jasmine's reaction, Natalie's surprising role, and what this means for the couple's future on 90-Day Fiancé. Before diving into the recent drama, it's important to revisit the history of Jasmine and Gino. Their love story began when the Panama native and the Michigan engineer connected online. Gino, a quiet, somewhat socially awkward man with a steady demeanor, seemed like the opposite of Jasmine, who is outspoken, fiery, and at times unpredictable. Their differences, however, created instant chemistry. Yet from the beginning their relationship was riddled with conflict. Fans remember Jasmine's explosive jealousy, which often centered around Gino's online habits and ex-girlfriends. One of the most infamous moments came when Jasmine discovered that Gino had sent intimate photos of her to his ex, an incident that almost ended their relationship permanently. Despite these red flags, Gino and Jasmine pressed forward. They reconciled, got engaged, and embarked on the complicated K-1 visa journey. The pair often reminded fans of why they stayed together. Beneath the screaming matches and tears, there was undeniable love and loyalty. Gino envisioned a stable future with Jasmine in the US, while Jasmine, despite her suspicions, believed Gino could provide her with the security and partnership she desired. By the time they appeared on Happily Ever After, the couple had already endured years of long-distance struggles, family clashes, and cultural adjustments. Many viewers believed that if they had survived this far, nothing could tear them apart. Unfortunately, the latest revelations would test this assumption. The current season promised to show Jasmine and Gino navigating their married life in the US, but instead, it delivered one of the most dramatic betrayals yet. Jasmine, always attentive to small details and quick to sense dishonesty, began noticing inconsistencies in Gino's stories. His phone habits once again became suspicious. Late-night texting, unexplained messages, and evasive answers whenever she pressed him for clarity. Initially, Jasmine assumed Gino might be talking to another woman secretly, possibly even an ex. But when she confronted him, Gino dismissed her concerns, insisting that she was overreacting. For weeks, Jasmine tried to quiet her doubts, but her intuition only grew stronger. The turning point came when Jasmine unexpectedly came across evidence linking Gino not to an unknown woman, but to someone shocking, Natalie Mordovtseva, another well-known figure in the 90-Day Fiancé universe. Natalie, known for her appearances alongside Mike Youngquist and later Josh Weinstein, has always been a controversial cast member. Her sharp personality and tumultuous relationships made her both loved and disliked among fans. Yet nobody expected her name to surface in connection with Gino. Through a combination of text messages, emails, and even social media interactions, Jasmine discovered that Gino had been communicating with Natalie behind her back. While the content of these conversations wasn't immediately clear, it was enough to confirm one thing. Gino had been dishonest with Jasmine about his connection to Natalie. For Jasmine, the discovery was like a knife to the heart. Trust had always been a fragile issue between her and Gino. She had forgiven him for past betrayals, but she had made it clear that another major lie could shatter her completely. The cameras captured the exact moment Jasmine confronted Gino with the evidence. Her voice, trembling with rage and sorrow, demanded answers. "Why are you lying to me again, Gino? Why, Natalie? Why would you hide this from me?" Gino, caught off guard, struggled to explain. His initial defense was that the conversations with Natalie were harmless, that they were merely friendly exchanges between two people who happened to cross paths within the franchise. But Jasmine was not convinced. The secrecy, the deleted messages, and the half-truths all pointed to something deeper. Her fury boiled over as she accused Gino of betraying her not just as a husband but as a partner she had sacrificed everything for. She reminded him of the life she had left behind in Panama, the trust she had rebuilt after his last betrayal, and the countless times she had given him the benefit of the doubt. This time Jasmine made it clear. She would not tolerate another cycle of lies. The involvement of Natalie adds an even more complex layer to the story. At first, fans speculated whether Gino and Natalie might have been romantically linked. But as more details emerged, it appeared that the relationship between them was ambiguous. Some sources suggested that Natalie and Gino's conversations were indeed casual, possibly revolving around shared experiences as 90 Day Fiancé cast members. Others, however, hinted at flirtatious undertones or exchanges that went beyond mere friendship. For Natalie, being pulled into Jasmine and Gino's drama was likely the last thing she wanted. She has faced plenty of controversies in her own relationships and has often been painted as the villain of her storylines. Now, she found herself accused of playing a role in someone else's marital breakdown. Interestingly, Natalie later spoke on camera, insisting that she had no inappropriate intentions toward Gino. She admitted they had spoken but denied that it was romantic or deceptive. Still, her explanation did little to ease Jasmine's doubts. For Jasmine, the betrayal wasn't only about Natalie's intentions, it was about Gino's choice to hide the truth. When confronted, Gino's typical calm and hesitant demeanor worked against him. His explanations sounded weak compared to Jasmine's fiery accusations. He claimed he kept the conversations secret only because he knew Jasmine would overreact. According to him, Natalie was nothing more than a casual acquaintance, and his decision to hide their communication was out of fear, not guilt. This defense, however, fell flat. To Jasmine, the lie itself was enough proof of betrayal. If the conversations were truly innocent, why not be upfront from the beginning? Why delete messages and dodge questions? Gino's pattern of secrecy, combined with his inability to reassure Jasmine convincingly, only deepened the rift between them. As the drama aired, social media exploded with opinions. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé are no strangers to heated debates, and this situation sparked one of the most polarizing discussions of the season. Some viewers sided with Jasmine, arguing that Gino's history of dishonesty made it impossible to trust his version of events. They pointed out that Jasmine had every right to be upset, given the sacrifices she had made for their relationship. Others, however, felt that Jasmine was overreacting and that Gino's interactions with Natalie were blown out of proportion. They believed Jasmine's jealousy and temper often turned minor issues into major scandals. A third group of fans fixated on Natalie, questioning why she always seemed to end up in the middle of drama. Some speculated that she enjoyed the attention, while others defended her, saying she was unfairly dragged into a situation that had little to do with her. The big question now is whether Jasmine and Gino can survive this new scandal. Their relationship has always been a cycle of conflict, reconciliation, and renewed promises. But Jasmine has made it clear that her patience is wearing thin. For the couple to move forward, they will need to address the underlying issue: trust. Without full transparency and a genuine commitment to honesty, their marriage may not withstand another blow. On the other hand, the very volatility of their relationship is what has kept them together through countless challenges. Jasmine's passionate nature and Gino's quiet persistence have, oddly enough, always balanced each other out. Fans remain divided, some predicting an inevitable breakup, others insisting that the drama will only make their bond stronger. The revelation that Gino lied not only to Jasmine but also about his connection with Natalie has shaken the 90 Day Fiancé world. It's a storyline filled with betrayal, confrontation, and emotional fireworks, the exact kind of drama that has made the franchise a global sensation. For Jasmine, this moment is about more than just Natalie. It's about whether she can ever fully trust Gino again. For Gino, it's a test of whether his quiet explanations and promises can repair the damage his secrecy has caused. And for fans, it's another unforgettable chapter in the saga of one of the most explosive couples in 90 Day Fiancé history. As the season continues, viewers will be watching closely to see whether Jasmine and Gino's love can survive, or whether this latest betrayal will finally be the end.
Controversial 90 Day Fiancé star accused of luring her partner into an open marriage. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. A 90 Day Fiancé. Happily ever after. Star is claiming that his now ex did him dirty by tricking him into participating in an open marriage. Yes, Gino Palazzolo's sounding off about Jasmine Pineda, painting her as a crass manipulator. Of course, Jasmine's denying the allegations. He also said he didn't want to formally end their divorce until his financial situation improved, as he was worried about the recession, as per the July 27th episode. Why Gino and Natalie already feel like a better 90 Day Fiancé couple than he and Jasmine ever were. 90 Day Fiancé fans who frequent Cinema Blend likely won't be surprised that I don't think Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda were the blueprint for a successful relationship in this franchise. While it seemed like the couple was going to press on with their open marriage plans when Happily Ever After's new season kicked off, things took a big twist when Gino informed Jasmine he wanted a divorce. Now, after seeing how he's relayed his awkward situation with his new girlfriend Natalie, I can't help but feel like they're the much better coupling. Natalie and Gino's Las Vegas felt like it could have only been a one-time thing, but as we saw in the latest episode, both appear serious about keeping their relationship going. They had a conversation about where things currently stand and how they intend to move forward, and I'm loving what was said. Natalie wanting to ensure Gino and Jasmine are truly finished. That's a green flag. I think the first green flag from the duo's conversation is that Natalie is only invested in Gino and Jasmine's drama in the sense that she wants to ensure they're no longer together before she pursues a relationship with him. I don't think it's because she's scared of Jasmine, or afraid she'll get a shoe thrown at her like Rob Warren did. Natalie seemingly just doesn't want to get in the middle of any highfalutin drama with Gino and Jasmine, and while I think that's a tall order from anyone who agreed to be on a TLC reality series, I commend her for abstaining from moving forward with Gino until Jasmine is clear that the divorce is happening. Of course, we do know some additional drama is on the horizon thanks to a showdown promoted in the trailer, so maybe, just maybe, I'm giving her flowers for her behavior too early. Natalie and Gino seem to have fun in a way he never did with Jasmine. We've known for a while that Gino and Jasmine were one of the many 90-day couples who split after marriage, but those who have followed this show since the cast members' arrival are likely aware that fans started predicting their breakup from the start. Granted, I'm not sure anyone successfully clocked she'd get pregnant with another man's child in the process of an open marriage, but they never proved to everyone they had the foundation needed for a lasting relationship. With Natalie, I think there's more hope for Gino that this relationship will work out the way he wants. She seems down to have fun and also seems to be a bit more self-reliant on her own in a way that Jasmine wasn't. Most importantly, she likes to make him laugh. And I think that's going to lead to a deeper relationship than what he had with his soon-to-be ex-wife. Of course, we'll see what happens for sure as 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After continues, with new episodes hitting TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. ET. This season has definitely been very heavy on the story of Jasmine and Gino so far, but with their drama being the most compelling thus far, it's the only right decision. Our 90-day, Gino thinks Jasmine tricked him into open marriage but won't divorce her until a recession hits so he can save money. Gino thinks Jasmine tricked him into an open marriage, but he isn't ready to get divorced just yet. On the July 27th episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, both Gino and Jasmine were left reeling from their explosive confrontation in a local parking lot, during which Gino accused Jasmine of cheating on him with Matt prior to the open marriage and asked for a divorce. During the confrontation, Gino told Jasmine he had phone records that he believed were proof of her infidelity, which she adamantly denied. After leaving Jasmine alone in the parking lot, Gino felt that he got a chance to get pretty much everything he wanted off his chest. Later, in a confessional, he suggested Jasmine had tricked him into the open marriage. She had Matt selected, and she proposed an open marriage to cover her A. So her and Matt no longer had to hide their relationship, he claimed. Who does that? Back in the car, Gino said he had a hard time believing Jasmine, due to what he felt were lies she told to him. But Jasmine insisted that she never cheated on Gino, and that the evidence he had did not prove she had done so. What hurts me the most is the fact that he wants to divorce me for something that is not true, she said in a confessional. She admitted that she called Matt, but claimed Gino knew of their friendship. I have an explanation for those calls, Jasmine continued. If he wants to divorce me and hate me, he could hate me for any other thing except from that. And that's why I'm so hurt, because it's like someone receiving a life sentence for a crime that they never did. That's how it feels. Eventually, Matt arrived at the parking lot to pick up Jasmine and the assortment of her belongings that Gino gave her after the confrontation. During the ride back to his house, Jasmine told him the meeting did not go well. Jasmine relayed Gino's cheating allegations to Matt, who said her estranged husband was making up scenarios in his head. At the same time, however, Matt was not surprised to hear what Gino said. I was expecting Gino to be Gino, which is talk to her like treat her like Part of me wanted it to happen like this, though, he confessed. Maybe if she completely sees how this guy is, she'll actually see what's worth her time and see that I'm the one that's picking up the pieces. I'm the one that's always supporting her. Jasmine then informed Matt that Gino asked for a divorce. He f***s me over, Matt. He doesn't care about me. He never did, she said quietly, to which Matt replied, That's Gino for you. Despite the alleged evidence he had, however, Gino still held on to a glimmer of hope for his relationship with Jasmine. There might be a small chance of hope for us, but I would say it's small. Gino and Jasmine did not speak again in the days following the divorce discussion, but Gino revealed in a confessional that he had yet to file any paperwork to start the divorce process. I would prefer to wait for a recession when the market completely drops, he explained, because I don't want to share money with Jasmine for free. But Gino admitted that getting divorced is a process. He also lamented how his relationship with Jasmine ultimately panned out. I had a whole life planned out with Jasmine, he said. And for things to end this way, I feel like it was a whole waste of time and it just makes me sick. During a shopping trip at a local thrift store, Gino called up his new love interest, Natalie, who asked how the divorce conversations went. It was difficult. I was very emotional. I was very upset, and I kind of let her have it, Gino explained. He then revealed that it sounded like Jasmine wanted to reconcile with him. Obviously, I was very upset about what she did to me, Gino continued, referencing the cheating allegations, and I was not going to have any of that at that moment. After revealing he asked Jasmine for a divorce, Gino told Natalie that Jasmine was shocked by his request. I don't think she expected me to say that, he added. But Natalie did not seem satisfied. She told Gino it was really important to her that both parties had closure, but reiterated, I don't want to be in the middle of something. Do we have full closure yet? No, Gino confessed. But at least I told her how I felt. She told me how she felt. We got through that part. Gino also told Natalie that he had informed Jasmine about his trip to visit her in Las Vegas, but noted, I don't think she was head over heels about it. I understand that, Natalie replied, but insisted once again that she didn't want to be in the middle of anything. Still, Gino extended an invitation to Natalie to visit him in Michigan, which Natalie accepted. In a confessional, Gino said he could not wait to see her again. That said, Gino explained that he is still trying to process his feelings surrounding his proposed divorce with Jasmine. "It's complicated," he added.